What is up, everybody? And happy afternoon, evening if you're watching in Saudi, maybe wherever you're watching from. I appreciate y'all coming and hanging out here today. As today we're gonna start it off here on the channel as we have a preview show for Night of Champions, and then tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, we're gonna come back here and it's retro again day as we are going to be watching Night of Champions 2011 as we have Randy Orton as the world champion. We have John Cena and Alberto Del Rio. We got CM Punk and Triple H, Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly. We got Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne taking on Awesome Truth. We got John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, Alex Riley, and Jack Swagger. We have Ted DiBiase taking on Dashing Cody Rhodes. And then, as I said, we got Randy Orton taking on the man, Mark Henry. So that's what we got going down here for tonight. But today, we're going to preview the 6 matches that are going to go down this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. Yes, as of now, it is still going to be going down in Saudi. I know you guys all know what's going on there. So if anything changes, we'll obviously let you know. But for now, it's all going on as planned, and we'll also be there. We won't be there, but they'll be there Friday for Friday Night SmackDown. Remember, SmackDown will be on at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, but it will be live earlier on in the day. I'm going to actually try to go live during and earlier on when it's actually live in Saudi. I'm going to figure out. I'm going to see if I can do that. But if we do, we'll be here live. If not, we'll be here at 7 o'clock watching the replay, and hopefully nobody spoils the show. But for now, let's start off, and let's talk about these 6 matches that will be going down this Saturday at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. And, you know, it's called Night of Champions, but we literally have 2 title matches. And the rest are street fights and King and Queen of the Rings. So let's go through these matches. We got Sami Zayn taking on Karrion Kross, finally. We have Jacob Fatu putting that U.S. title on the line against Solo Sikoa. We got Cody Rhodes taking on Randy Orton in the finals for the King of the Ring Championship, a match we've been wanting to see for a while, and it kind of snuck up and came out of nowhere. We got Rhea Ripley taking on Raquel Rodriguez. If you remember their good old-fashioned street fight in NXT New Year's Evil, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to run it back this Saturday at Night of Champions. We have the finals of the king or the queen of the ring. It's Jade Cargill. It's Asuka. The winner will go on to face Io Sky. And then for the final reckoning, for the last time, it's CM Punk, the best in the world. It's number 17, the man, the GOAT, everything you want to call himself right now. It's John Cena, our world heavyweight champion, as he would be taking on CM Punk. So those are the 6 matches that we got going down here this Saturday at Night of Champions. And before we get to start previewing them, let's get to the chat. Let's see who's here all right now. I know it's a little earlier, so if we don't have everybody live, if you are watching it on replay, I appreciate you guys. I know we usually do the preview shows a little bit later on in the day, but, you know, we got stuff going on, so that's okay. For now, let's start it off. And if you do have any questions and concerns, comments about the show, or anything you want to talk about in the wrestling, baseball, football, basketball, whatever you want to talk about, WWE 2K25 DLC pack came out with Shaq, the 2 basketball players, the other 2, JL Brinson and Tyrese Halliburton. Hopefully Halliburton is okay. Get better, my guy, after we saw that awful injury in the finals. We also got the Great Khali, and we got Abyss. So we got a lot of things going on right now. So if you want to talk about anything while I preview the show, please let me know. But now let's talk about these matches. And let's start off with the finals of the Queen of the Ring, as it is Jade Cargill taking on Asuka. We got Olivia in the chat. What's up, Olivia? Jade Cargill obviously winning last night on Friday Night on Monday Night Raw. Asuka winning last week on SmackDown. This is definitely a different type of a match that I thought we'd be seeing and everything else like that. And I'm doing my preview show. I'll call you back. Okay, bye. Guys, I swear, it's every single time. That's okay. But Jade Cargill, Asuka, going to be for the finals. And as I said, the winner will go on to face Io Sky. And that is why I would not mind if Jade Cargill won the match, because I think we need to see Jade Cargill have the rise and finally be able to just have that moment that we have maybe not been able to see from her and everything else like that. But I also feel like we need to have, and I want to see Asuka against Jade Cargill. Oh, so very badly. So I think that is what is going to happen. And that is why I'm going to take, and I'm going to say Asuka wins this. And we're going to say Asuka becomes Queen of the Ring. Queen of the Ring. We see her go on to take Io Sky at SummerSlam. I think that's where these matches will be taking place. And, Jade Cargill, I don't really know what exactly we're going to be doing with her. I don't really know exactly how we're going to be, anything with all of it. But I kind of just hope that she does not just go back to being part of with the Naomi. I think Naomi needs to focus on her cashing in Money in the Bank, what she's going to do, how she's going to do it, and we also need to get that custom briefcase. So hopefully Jade Cargill does not go back to Naomi, but I think that we're getting ready to see Asuka and Io Sky for the world title, and that is why I'm going to say, for a long-winded answer, why I think Io Sky is going to win. I'm not Io Sky. I'm sorry. Asuka is going to win Queen of the Ring to go and face Io Sky at SummerSlam for the World Championship. But, guys, let me know how you feel about it. Let me know what you guys think. And who do you think's going to win the Queen of the Ring? And while we're talking about the finals, let's just talk about the match that I'm excited for and I cannot wait to see. It's the finals for the men's King of the Ring, obviously. The winner of this match will go on to face John Cena, most likely at SummerSlam, as it looks like Gunther will be facing, obviously, he's facing Goldberg and at Saturday night's main event. We'll obviously see how that goes on July 12th, July 12th. But I just am not, this is the match that I've wanted to see with these two for a very long time. And just to be honest, it kind of snuck up out of nowhere, and it came out of nowhere with these guys that I'm very shocked that we were able to see it, and this is just not where I expected to see this match. I'm excited to see it, though. I think they're going to go out there and put on a good match. I really hope we do get some type of, video package of, the legacy days of when Cody had black hair, when he was dashing Cody Rhodes, when he was part of the legacy with Ted DiBiase. We'll obviously see Ted and Cody go at it tonight from 2011, but I'm so excited to see this match, and I hope it's not the last match that we see between them, because I think we need to see some type of a 3-match series. Let's just build this rivalry to be, and know what we all know what this rivalry could very well be against these two. But in the end, I'm going to say, because we obviously saw John Cena, Randy Orton one last time at Backlash, that is why I'm going to say the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, wins. He goes on to face Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, Disrespect, Mr. 17-time, the real champion, John Cena, at SummerSlam. We see Cody and John go at it maybe one more time before his last match, because they're obviously calling John Cena and CM Punk the Final Reckoning. So I don't know who John Cena's last opponent's going to be. And for now, I just feel like it's going to be Cody Rhodes. So I think we're going to get the second match at SummerSlam. And then we probably get the last match between Cody and Cena at the Ruthless Aggression Saturday night's main event show that they're doing. I think that they're still, I don't know what they're calling it. But Cody Rhodes taking out Randy Orton. Hopefully not the last match. It's going to be a banger. You don't want to miss it. It might even start off the show. I mean, just remember I said that. Randy and Cody, though. Cody Rhodes, American Nightmare, walking out. Your new King of the Ring. And Triple H is going to have to come out and put the crown on him. And it's going to be, oh, so great. Now let's talk about a match of rivalry that's been going on for a long time. And I honestly feel like if Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles match did not get canceled, we would just be seeing this next week on Monday Night Raw. But thankfully, and again, I shouldn't say thankfully, because we never want to see anybody get injured. But I always like to say everything happens for a reason. So there's a reason why it happened. And now Karrion Kross gets his moment on the PLE in Saudi Arabia. You guys know how much I love Karrion Kross. I've loved Karrion Kross since NXT days. I am so happy that finally Karrion Kross is getting the acknowledgement and everything that he deserves, because it's been long overdue. It's been way too long for this man, and he finally deserves it. And hopefully this leads to a championship run of some kind, IC, US, world title, whatever it is. I don't know. But after I said all of that, and after I rizzed up and gave Karrion Kross his love for a couple minutes, I'm still going to take Sami Zayn to win this match. I think Sami Zayn, everybody knows how Sami and Saudi get along. They think Sami's going to win the Royal Rumble next year because it's in Saudi Arabia. I mean, it very well could happen. So I think it's going to be a good match. I'm finally happy, and I'm happy we're finally going to see this match. But in the end, I'm going to take my man Sami Zayn to win, take out Karrion Kross. And again, maybe this might not be the last match between these two, but it's finally happening. and it's going to be a good one. But for me, we all know how they, like I said, they feel about Sammy and Saudi. So I'm going to say Sammy walks out the winner, and Karrion Kross puts on a good performance, and hopefully Karrion Kross continues his momentum. And as I said, we get Karrion Kross in some type of a title picture. We also did see that Chad Gable got taken out by Penta. This just popped in my head. Chad Gable was taken out by Penta this past week on Monday Night Raw, and it looks like Chad Gable will be out for the foreseeable future, which also means that we may very well not be seeing El Grande Americano, because, I mean, we all know it's Chad Gable, right? Or wait, no, I lied. That's not Chad Gable. So maybe we see El Grande Americano. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But either way, Sami Zayn walking out your winner and taking out Karrion Kross. Let's see if we got any comments. We do not have any comments in the chat as of now. I know, like I said, I know we're doing this one a little bit earlier. So if you are watching this on delay, if you're watching the replay a little bit later on after work, school, or summer, well, I guess you're not in school anymore. Maybe you're in summer school. But wherever you're watching this, if you guys got any comments, you got any questions, please leave them in there. You guys know how fast and I respond as soon as I see them. I love the interaction with you guys. So if you are not here right now, please send the messages in the chat, in the comments, and I will see them and I will answer them as we do our best here on the channel. But for now, let's talk about another women's match. And this one's a street fight. And as I mentioned when we just started the introduction, these two went at it at NXT New Year's Evil. It was actually one of the first ever NXT shows that we started previewing. I don't think we were doing watch-alongs at the time, but we definitely did do our preview show for this one. And Raquel and Rhea went out there, and they had themselves one hell of a match. If you have not remembered, and if you do not watch it, you got to go back and watch it because it is amazing. It was a last woman standing match, and it was at New Year's Evil 2021. If you have time, if you have a couple minutes, 22 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, go back and watch it because these two went out there. They put each other through doors. They just destroyed each other through the Performance Center, and they went out there and just killed it. So Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, we're going to run it back 4 years later, now at Night of Champions. And I'm excited because I think it's going to be as good or hopefully maybe even better than what it was 4 years ago. Maybe they don't put each other through doors, but I think we're going to see a lot of shenanigans. We could well see Miss Roxanne Perez. That looks like it's going to be new. And she's going to be handed her first WWE World title in WWE, as it looks like Roxanne Perez is teaming up with Raquel Rodriguez to replace Liv Morgan as your women's World Tag Team Champions. So we'll have to see. We could see Roxanne. We could see Finn Balor. We could see Judgment Day and all those shenanigans. Because remember, Street Fight has no rules. But either way, I don't know, and I don't think Raquel's going to win. Because as much as I love Raquel, Mommy's always on top, as you guys know. And Rhea Ripley is going to come out on top of this match. And she's going to win and take out Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, the unfortunate news of Liv Morgan getting injured and being out for uncertain and possibly several months of time. I did hear up to 6 months. Hopefully that's not the case because we need to see Miss Liv Morgan back ASAP. And you never want to see injuries on people. And it's awful to see this go down. And as I keep saying, just get rid of these tag team titles, guys, because they're cursed. They're freaking cursed. We need to get over it, and we need to move on because I'm tired of all these poor women getting hurt as soon as they win the tag team title. I said it last night on NXT, and I said it on Raw. I think what happened with Naomi and Sasha Banks cursed these titles because literally every single time that these women have had titles, there's somebody that gets hurt, and I think that I saw something either last night or this morning that said 3 out of 4 of Liv Morgan's tag team title runs, she's had to relinquish or give the title to somebody else. So I think we should get rid of these tag titles. But Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Street Fight number 2. Definitely go back and rewatch New Year's Evil 2021. I very well might do that before Saturday at some point. I'm excited to see this. And I very much dislike the fact that we will not be seeing every title on the line, because if you guys remember back in the day, and you'll even see it when we watch the show, and even let's take a look at because I was smart enough to put the match card on the thumbnail. Every single match on this card had a title on the line besides CM Punk and Triple H. So why are we having Night of Champions if we have 2 title matches, and we have 4 matches that do not include a title. I just think that we should have named this pay-per-view something else. That just, again, why have a pay-per-view if it's not going to have matches, just like when we had Money in the Bank, Hell in the Cell, etc., etc. Just get rid of these. I would rather have this pay-per-view be called like Armageddon or Judgment Day. I know we've had Judgment Day, but something like that. Like we need those back. So now I'm done ranting about how I'm mad about them not having title matches. Let's talk about a title match, as it is for the U.S. title. It is the man, Solo Sikoa, the fake tribal chief himself. He thinks he's the ruler. He ain't no ruler or nothing. He can't even keep his family together anymore. He keeps bringing new people in because people keep leaving him. And this man, there's no gas. It's all there's no brake. It's all gas. All gas, no brake. Jacob Fatu took me, hey, 3rd time's the charm. Jacob Fatu, your United States champion, going up against his family member, his brother, his oos, Solo Sikoa for the U.S. championship. It's going to be a good match. I cannot wait to see these two go at it. And as I've seen on other people's podcasts, I do not believe that this will be the last match between these two. I thought this match was actually going to go down at SummerSlam. So we could see a match go down between these two at SummerSlam with the stipulation and possibly see them go at it and see what, where, and how this rivalry can just continue to go forward. Because, as I said, this is only the beginning. It's going to go a long way. And we've talked about it with the Bloodline storyline pretty much for the most part being over. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to return in this match. If there is a match for him to return in, I do believe that it would be this one, though. So I don't think we're going to see Roman Reigns just yet. Maybe this match at SummerSlam. Maybe that's when we see them go at it, and maybe that's when we see Roman Reigns. And yes, it would be back-to-back years. I think that Roman Reigns has returned at SummerSlam. But, I mean, we're having WrestleMania in Las Vegas 2 years in a row. So why wouldn't they do that again? Have the same guy return at the same pay-per-view just a year apart. I mean, be such a WWE thing to do. Either way, if there's going to be one match to change hands, though, and a match for a title to change hands, I think it could be this one. I think we could see some type of shenanigans. We could see the Tonga Loa brothers. We could see any type of anything. How many subscribers do you have to go live? I think you actually only need 100 subscribers to go live. What's up, Patrick? I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Patrick, if you're on the road to any type of anything, if you want to share your channel in the chat, go ahead, let people know where they can find you. Everybody go subscribe to Patrick. Let's help Patrick get to where he can go live, and maybe he could do himself a little preview show, or maybe Patrick could do some watch-alongs. So, Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa. I think if there's shenanigans, I think we could see Jacob lose this match, and obviously I think with shenanigans that would not hurt him, and I think we could see a rematch at SummerSlam with these two for the title, and maybe, very well maybe Solo Sikoa wins a championship in the WWE, because we have not seen Solo Sikoa win a world title or a mid-card title and he didn't even win a world title in NXT. He just won the NXT North American title, and he never lost it. He actually had to give it up because he went and helped Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel or Clash at the Castle with Drew McIntyre and everything else like that. So, in reality, Solo Sikoa never lost the NXT North American title. So that's why not give him the U.S. title, and let's see what happens. But for me, I'm going to say still, you're NXT World Champ, or NXT, we're talking about NXT North American title. Still, you're U.S. champion, United States champion. All gas, no break. Jacob Fatu walking out. Still, you're champion. And listen, I hype up these matches and I talk like this, but you guys know very well I'm not very good at predictions. So I could get a bunch of these wrong, and we're just sitting here yapping for, what are we at, 20 minutes almost? Yeah, 20 minutes. But after 20 minutes, we got 5 matches down, and we got one more to go, and it is the final reckoning. We saw this match all the way back at Money in the Bank in Chicago, where CM Punk blew that kiss. We saw CM Punk do the pipe bomb. We saw CM Punk do all the shenanigans that he did back then. And here we are. We flipping it. It's yin and yang. It's the man, the final champion, the real champion, Mr. 17, John Cena, CM Punk. The final reckoning, as I said, they went at it all these years ago, and now they've switched roles. It's yin and yang. They've went from hating each other They went from really disliking each other. They liked each other for a second. And now one's a face, one's a heel, but it's opposite world. And John Cena is a bad guy and CM Punk is a good guy. If you were to tell me this at 2011, Money in the Bank, me sitting in my stepdad's house watching it on pay-per-view, upset because it was in Chicago and I was not there, CM Punk is going to now have himself a challenge. Because what did we see a few weeks ago? John Cena switched the roles, and after he took out R-Truth, he dropped his own pipe bomb. John Cena went out there and maybe cut his best promo of the year, of his career, to be honest, because that was just amazing what we saw John Cena do last week on Friday Night SmackDown with CM Punk and the pipe bomb. I felt like I was freaking 11 again. I'm excited to see this match. I love the video package. I don't know if you guys have seen the Yin and Yang video package, but I think that this match hopefully has about 30-40 minutes. Hopefully this match is very good. Hopefully this match lives up to the hype, because this match very well could be the last time it is, as it is advertised, the final reckoning with John Cena and CM Punk. That's why it's kind of like I'm trying to figure out who John Cena is going to face in his last match, because we really don't know who is going to face John Cena. I do not think that CM Punk is going to win. Listen, CM Punk's my guy. He's the Second City Saint. He is from the best city in the world, Chicago, Illinois. But there's nobody stopping John Cena right now. Mr. 17, the real champion, the guy that's trying to ruin wrestling, he is going to win this match either way. And Haley, thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you coming and stopping by. Make sure if you have not yet, guys, you hit that subscribe button, turn that notification button on, all that good stuff. But John Cena, CM Punk, the final reckoning, one last time Saturday. It's going to be a good one. Like I said, 30 minutes, hopefully. I don't think they'll go 40 minutes. 40 minutes with entrances and promos, definitely. I think John Cena is going to give a little attitude adjustment, maybe a five moves of doom. I almost said 5 tools of doom. 5 moves of doom. And I think John Cena is going to walk out. Maybe he'll cause more shenanigans and win the match like he's been winning all of his matches. But either way, John Cena walking out, Night of Champions, still your World Heavyweight Champion. And I think we're going to run it up. We're going to run it back, as we're going to see John Cena and Cody Rhodes face-to-face, as we will see them go one-on-one at SummerSlam. Because as I said earlier, remember, the winner of Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes will go on to face John Cena. And it looks like the winner of Asuka and Jade Cargill will go on to face Io Sky. It's going to be really interesting. We got a lot of stakes to go down. John Cena, CM Punk, Jade Cargill and Asuka, Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross, Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. That is your Saturday night's main event. That is your Saturday's card for Night of Champions in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Remember, the show is on a little bit earlier on in the afternoon I'm still confused. I don't know if it's on at noon, if it's on at 9. It's on at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific. I can't. We'll figure it out here. But make sure you come and hang out. Turn those notifications on so you know when we go live for Night of Champions. But also, guys, we ain't done yet here today, because we did this episode earlier today, because we're going to come back here later on tonight to run it back, and we going back into the time machine. And this month's retro, we go into the year 2011, as it is Night of Champions. We got John Cena, Alberto Del Rio. Yes, I said that name. Please don't yell at me, but remember, we're in the year 2011 now. We got Beth Phoenix taking on Kelly Kelly for the Divas Championship. We got Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne taking on Awesome Truth, R-Truth, and The Miz. We got John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Elite, Johnny TV, Johnny Everything, as he takes on Dolph Ziggler, the U.S. Champion, Alex Riley, and Jack Swagger in an interesting Fatal 4-Way match for the U.S. Championship. We got Ted DiBiase taking on dashing Cody Rhodes. We got Randy Orton, your WWE Champion, taking on the man. He has the Hall of Pain. It's Mark Henry. We have the main event. It is CM Punk, the best in the world 14 years ago. Still the best in the world. Taking on, we did not know that it would really happen, but our CEO, our COO of WWE, the Game, Triple H, in a rivalry. If you guys don't remember, you have to go back and definitely rewatch that Triple H and CM Punk rivalry from 2011. Kevin Nash was involved. It was crazy. So, tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Come and hang out here on the channel as we go back and we watch all of these matches and we relive it in its entirety as we get one day closer to Night of Champions. So, guys, thank you all for coming and hanging out here on this afternoon, lunchtime. Hopefully you had your lunch, you enjoyed yourselves here on the channel. And I appreciate you all coming and hanging out here. But before we go, let's go and see who we got in the chat. As I said, guys, if you did not yet, go check out Patrick. Patrick, if you want to drop your link in the chat, go right ahead. We got Haley in the house. What's up? Haley said L. Haley's calling my predictions L's, guys. I don't know. Tino, I'm starting to get wrestling fatigue. Eric, I don't disagree with you on that because we have been having a lot of pay-per-views. We're having a lot of PLEs. We're having a lot of specials. We're having a lot of stuff, and it just seems to never be ending. And listen, I don't dislike wrestling. I love wrestling. I will always love wrestling. And if you don't like that, then I'm sorry. We can't be friends. Whatever. But I definitely feel you on that because we do have a lot of shows. We have Night of Champions tonight or Saturday. We have Saturday. We have July 12th, July 13th, Saturday night's main event, and Evolution. We have SummerSlam. We have a lot of stuff in between Raw, NXT, SmackDown, all of that stuff. So make sure, but even just saying all of that, I'm tired. I'm tired from just saying that, and I feel like that my summer has now turned into watch-alongs and preview shows. And listen, I love hanging out with you guys, but like sometimes it's a beautiful day outside, and your boy Tino wants to go touch some grass and go outside. So I think next year, and hopefully next year, they learn from their mistakes, and we have less shows, and even just spread them out a little bit, so we're not feeling like we're here every single 2 weeks watching these PLEs. Because if you remember back in the day, this is kind of how it was. I always remember back in the year 2011, we had like Money in the Bank 2011 with John Cena, CM Punk, and I swear, like 3 weeks later, we had Hell in the Cell. I think July, August, maybe not, or maybe it was SummerSlam. I don't know, but I always felt like it was like so quickly that we couldn't get to where we wanted to with these shows. So, Eric, I agree with you on that, and hopefully they learn from this because I'm gonna be tired by August, and I this is why I always say wrestling needs an off season. Cena retirement will probably be Braun Breaker. I mean, listen, that could be a very good match, and I am going to also do a video at the end of closer to the end of the year when John Cena gets closer to his retirement tour, and we're going to talk about who John Cena could face, what other matches he could have, and probably after SummerSlam we're going to do that just to see what our predictions could be for the rest of John Cena's retirement tour. But I'm done here for now. Got things to do this afternoon. So if you are listening to this live right now, if you're watching this on delay, if you're watching this later on in the day, if you're watching it in a few days, whenever you're watching this, guys, make sure you hit that like button. You leave a couple comments in the chat. You subscribe to Tino's Time, to the Main Event Network crew, the OTM guys, the Southside Boys. Remember, the Southside Boys will still be live this week, except I will not be on the show. Justin and Deech, they taken over for a week, so let's see what they can do. So make sure you go and support them. Go watch them. Our guy Deech going to be hosting again by himself. Deech, I appreciate you helping me out here. So go check out Southside Boys. OTM, Mr. Kyle. Hey, Ian, I think Tucky is coming. So we'll see. If Tucky shows up on Thursday's episode, well, we don't know. But go check out the OTM guys. The Main Event Network crew will be live before Night of Champions for the main event mixer. So come and hang out with your boy Tino. We got the junkies. We got Paperclip Mike. And we got the man, the guy that runs it all, that holds it down on the Main Event Network. He is the commish. He is the owner. It's Mr. OTM Kyle. Too sweet Kyle, that is. So come and hang out before Night of Champions. And we go live for our main event mixer. Guys, we still have a big week here on the channel. We still got Friday Night SmackDown. We got the mixer. We got Night of Champions. We got other things. A show to be announced in a couple days for what we'll be doing on Sunday. But for now, as I said, go follow all the things on the ticker below. Hit that like button on the road to 4,000. Subscribe on that road to 4,000. And lastly, turn that notification button on so you know when we go live next, which, as I said, will be tonight as we rewatch Night of Champions 2011. Guys, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday afternoon, and I'll see you all tonight for another retro episode.